Well, during next week's special session, the state legislature will put in place an election monitor for the November mayoral race in Bridgeport, but this is not new. I'm told the legislature was already planning to take this step before these issues in Bridgeport were raised last week. Lawmakers already approved an election monitor for the 2023 Bridgeport mayoral and city council races and the state and national elections in 2024. During this past regular session, but due to a mistake in the budget, the money to implement this monitor was allocated to the wrong agency. The legislature is set to fix this issue in next week's special session by moving money from the State Elections Enforcement Commission to the Secretary of the State's office. However, majority legislative leaders tell me lawmakers will not be taking up the bigger issues of election security and reforms, despite calls from some legislators.
Obviously, it's too late for the primary, although an election monitor would not have been monitoring the drop boxes to have prevented this situation. But I believe what the legislature intended to do was to have a monitor in place in Bridgeport as it has in the past. So I would love to see that in place in time for the general election.
We are blessed to have an opportunity next week with a special session dedicated to our election laws. We have an opportunity to correct this. We all know about it and we all can see it. So let's do something about it.
And while an election monitor would not have prevented the alleged interference, as Secretary Thomas says, Kelly claims the legislative majority leaders are trying to use this one as a blanket fix. He says tighter security is needed for ballot drop boxes and penalties for election interference charges should be increased. While Kelly says these issues need to be tackled in next week's special session, majority leaders tell me they should be discussed through the committee process in the regular session. Kelly says he will be having conversations with majority leadership in the coming days. Sarah, Brent.